What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm giving you the vlog from my Roll-A-Lot super fight in Seaside, Oregon. This super fight took place about 2 weeks ago now. So what happened was I initially signed up for the tournament. And when I signed up for the tournament, I expected to compete in brackets. Well, nobody was signing up. And so the organizer reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to do a super fight instead, which I thought it was instead. So I said, yeah, I'll do a super fight. And I had a match with Robert Wolf, who you'll see the match and the build-up in this vlog. But I got to the day of the tournament, and, well, 3 days before the tournament, and found out that I had opponents in gi and no gi. So those videos are going to be in a separate, I'm going to do some commentary on those separate bracket matches. But this vlog is just for the super fight. So keep that in mind, and hopefully you guys enjoy. Let's hop right into it. Morning of the super fight. Turns out I've got a couple brackets too to compete in as well, but let's check my weight. 153, not too shabby. With my no gi gear on, I'm 154.2, so perfect. What gi do I pick? Wait, this isn't even all my gis. Actually, yeah, you gotta rock the O ski as the super fight gi, and then I gotta find, what the heck? I need to find some gi for my weight. Maybe I'll use that for my weight, the grungy looking one. That'll do. Ta-da. All right, I changed my mind on my grungy gi. I used my O-ski and I got my flow gi in there. You guys probably saw me put it in, so should be all set. This is my day bag. We're going to Seaside, baby. Just about to leave for Seaside. We're gonna be leaving about 10:30. Should get there about noon. Super fight's at 1:20. So I'm gonna have a little bit of wiggle room there to weigh in. I can't start eating and drinking until I make weight for no-gi, which is at 2 o'clock. So hopefully I don't have too big of a window of being hungry. But this weight cut, I didn't even cut weight. I just dieted for the last week, and I'm feeling so much better than I did at Revolution. So that's a huge plus. Gonna ride to the beach, take about an hour and a half to get there, chill out, do my super fight, coach people. Should be a fun day, guys. I'm ready. Oh yeah. The chariot awaits. We're on the road. Pit stop. Just walking by all the stuff I wish I could eat, only to get to the things that I should eat before the super fight. Oh, dried fruit. Nice. Very healthy. Neat. Very healthy. Where are the Cliff Bars? They even have Cliff Bars? There we go. I just need a single. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Where's the best flavor? They don't have it. Bro, Blueberry Crisp is by far the best favorite flavor, and you guys can all roast me in the comments, but I am not seeing it, and that makes me sad. So I guess I'm going to go with peanut butter, banana, dark chocolate. That sounds pretty good. Okay, fine. I can't resist. I got to get some candy. It's good for energy. All part of a well-balanced and nutritious breakfast.
It's gonna make a bunch of...
What is going on, people? I am probably, 10 minutes away from the convention center in Seaside. I've already told y'all what time my matches are. I'm gonna tell you now what my general game plan is, all right? The super fight is in the gi, and it's going off of fight to win rules. So that means that the more aggressive person, if there's no submission, will win. The person that throws the most submissions, the person that gets the closest submissions, that's the person that wins. So in my super fight match, my plan is to kind of blitz him, just charge him with my hands kind of going crazy, and hopefully get a collar grip and jump guard immediately, and then just be aggressive from bottom the entire time. Look for like my flower sweep or my Kimura trap that I've been working on lately. That's kind of my general game plan for the super fight. And if I get a sweep, I'm just gonna grind him down from mount, and hopefully look for a cross collar choke or potentially an arm bar from the classic mount. So that's my game plan. We'll see how it goes. I've heard that he's a deep half player, so if I can get to bottom before him, that'll make me feel pretty comfortable, I think. Feeling pretty good. I'm feeling way less depleted than I did at Revolution, which is awesome. It's a good feeling. And a little nervous because there's a lot of people from my school coming to watch, and then it's like a super fight, so I'm not sure what that's going to look like in this organization. It's a roll-a-lot tournament. I've never done one, so I don't know if there's a stage. I don't know if there's lights. I know there's going to be a walkout song, but I don't know like what that looks like, and that's kind of different for me. Usually with tournaments, I know exactly what to expect because they're all kind of the same, but this one has a little bit different of a feel to it, and I've got a bunch of my coaches and students coming to watch, so that makes it a little bit more nerve-wracking, but it should be fun. Just going out there. Like I said in my last vlog, when I do competitions or super fights or whatever, I just try to think in my head like it's just another round, and I roll a lot. I do roll a lot. I do a lot of jiu-jitsu. I do a lot of rounds, and it's just another round. It's like a hard round in the gym. So hopefully just stay relaxed and kick some ass. Yo, this is pretty cool, dude. Apparently I'm competing on the stage up there, so that should be pretty sick. Here we go. Super fight happening. Dope. Dude, this venue is pretty sweet. We got to Seaside Convention Center, and there's like, I don't know, 8 mats total. It's kind of cramped, but this place is sick. There's a stage up there. You guys already saw it for where the super fights are going to be. It looks like it's kind of separated a little bit, which is a little less nerve-wracking, but it's going to be sick.
Hey, what's up? Oh my god, I'm on the channel!
What's up?
The super fight is on way. Walk up, shake the ref's hand, shake Robert's hand, and this match is submission only. So whoever threatens the most or the closest amount of submissions is going to win unless a submission occurs. So scramble my hands at him a little bit, get a juke going, and jump to guard. It was a pretty sloppy jump, but he tried to pull, and luckily I got to my close guard before he could really establish his legs between us. So he immediately grabs a sleeve grip on my left arm, and this is a problem because if I just leave it there, he's going to start pushing on my opposite knee and breaking my guard apart. So I'm trying to pull his posture down, bring him back to the ground, and the way that I'm going to do that is I'm going to, 1, address the grip on my knee to keep him from pressuring my guard, but 2, I'm going to reach up on his neck and try and get as much leverage as possible to bring his posture back down and bring his knees back to the mat. I'm surprised by Robert's strength here. He is managing to hold me up very well. I know Robert competes quite a bit, but I just can't get him back down to the mat at this point. But still just kind of pulling on him, using kind of momentum and leverage to bring his base down. I get him down with a little bit of a katakuta sweep threat, but he immediately just gets re-grips on that sleeve and stands back up. Robert's doing a great job of pressuring my guard. I haven't really threatened anything yet. I threatened a katakuta sweep, but to no avail and no real success. So now I'm just trying to get him back to the ground so I can start working an arm drag or getting him off balance to the point where I could sweep him with relative ease. So at a certain point, Robert's knees come together and I think, okay, well, I got to make something happen. So I'm going to try a mermaid sweep. I try to pinch his knees together with my legs, but he drops to his knees really quickly, which forces me into an open guard, and I start setting up a butterfly guard. With my collar grip, I'm thinking, okay, just threaten submissions, right? So I stuff his head in my armpit and look for a loop choke here. Ideally, I'm able to swing both of my legs free and keep coming underneath him, but he eventually pulls his head out and we're in this half guard, half butterfly position. Now, in this position, I'm looking to set up a scissor sweep from half guard, which I kind of threaten here by bumping him over with my hips, but also look for those loop chokes as well. And really anytime Robert tries to pressure into my knees and apply like a pressure style of pass, I use the collar grip to threaten a loop choke and punch him away to relieve some of that pressure. Now, at a certain point, Robert starts to reach with his left arm, and I'm able to set up a Kimura grip on his left arm. The mistake that Robert makes is he's not really sprawling his right leg back. Like in this position here where his right knee is on the mat and I'm locked on that half guard, if he was sprawling his leg back and using that arm weave, he would be threatening more of a pass. Now, when he leans in and I'm able to connect my Kimura grip, he doesn't want to get submitted. So he leans back really hard. And when he does that, I use that as an opportunity to come up on an easy sweep. And now the positions have reversed. He's in a half butterfly, and I'm on top looking to pressure. His legs aren't locked though, so I start to pummel my feet, and he starts looking to attack my legs. Now I know Robert's got good leg locks, so I don't want to engage with that. So I start rolling and look to set up 1, a footlock of my own, or 2, just scramble up on top, which is what I do here. I'm able to get back up on top, and he turtles to avoid getting settled, and I spin to the back. As I spin to the back, his arm stops me. I should have spun a little bit faster, but it puts him in bottom position, stays on his back, and allows me to settle this smashed half guard position. Now Robert has a really good deep half. I've heard that from multiple people, so I don't want him to get his head next to my hips. That's why I'm using my left arm here to crossface and keep his head away. Also trying to pummel with my feet and set up a pass, but it's not really working, and I don't want to let him enter into his game, so I opt to fall back on my side and play half guard or half butterfly again. Now you might wonder why I give up that sweep, but really my thought process is, okay, I've threatened a couple submissions now. I should be ahead, and I can play from my game rather than letting him enter into a position where he's probably more threatening than me. Now he starts attacking my leg from this half guard top position, and I'm worried about that. So I start rolling, and as I roll, I catch his foot, his left foot, and I start going for a belly down or a straight ankle lock here. I don't feel like I'm having very much success, so I start rolling, and because I don't want him to start re-attacking me, and it puts me back into a butterfly position, and immediately I start threatening another loop choke here. That left-hand collar grip really is my saving grace in half guard. Every time he dives in, I push him away or threaten a loop choke, and eventually if he pushes in too hard, I'm able to use my left butterfly hook to sweep him. He's doing a good job of keeping his hips back though, so that sweep isn't really available, and you can see me threaten the loop choke every time he dives his head in. But we're just playing here. I know that I'm up on points. I've threatened a loop choke, I've threatened a little bit of a Kimura, and I've also threatened an ankle lock. So I'm not really looking to take any big risks and give up that advantage position. Now as he sweeps me, he looks to take my back, I go for another submission. Again, the name of the game is threats and attack things. So as he takes my back, I launch onto his foot to try and get a knee bar, but he spins out of it. Again, threatening another loop choke, and that's when the match ends. So at this point, I'm a little disappointed in myself knowing that I didn't get a submission, but Robert's a very solid black belt. He's been training for a long time, and so I knew the match was going to be close. So I'm disappointed I didn't get a submission, but I am in my head knowing very well that I probably won this match just based on the sheer number of submission attempts I threw. None of them were that close, but I threatened them. And so I'm fairly confident I'm going to get the decision here. We stand back up, get my belt tied, and Jeff will make the decision. That is it. Win. First super fight win as a black belt. First super fight as a black belt. So really grateful for the opportunity from Roll-A-Lot and from Robert, but it was a fun time.
Super fight, I played my game as a belt. It's kind of cheesy, but hey, dude, we're happy we won. The super fight went exactly how I wanted it to go. I spammed him with some grips and jump guard immediately, and then hunted submissions. The rule set favored attacks, not necessarily tight attacks. So I don't think any of my subs were like close to submitting him, but none of his, he didn't attack me nearly as many times as I attacked him, and that's how I got the win. Thanks for watching, guys. How was it? Delicious. So I'm just I eat a lot. So I was like, all right.
There you have it, guys. That is the vlog from my first super fight as a black belt. I haven't done a super fight since I was a purple belt in Fight to Win. So it was a little nerve-wracking doing it as a black belt against someone who has been a black belt pretty much as long as I've been training, which is kind of crazy to see or say. But overall, it was a really fun experience. I got paid to do jiu-jitsu, which is insane. That's kind of the goal that never really happens. So I'm happy to have had the experience, and I'm glad it went my way. Definitely would have preferred submitting him, but you know, there's only so much you can do in 5 minutes, and I was just trying to push the pace, stay aggressive, and you know, do the best I could to force action, which I think I did. If you guys like this video, make sure you like the video, and if you want to see the commentary I do on my bracket matches, which definitely didn't go as well as the super fight did, make sure you subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for those, because I'll be putting them out pretty shortly. Thanks you guys for watching. As always, stay consistent, go hard.